So yes, I pulled the trigger. I bought a huge ass former DHL delivery truck and I'm turning it into a recording studio. I've been waiting this entire day for these license plates to show up. That's the last missing piece to start the either dumbest idea I ever had or the smartest. I don't know, we'll find out in a couple of days, weeks, months, but today it's actually starting. And I'm trying with it to solve my biggest problem that I have right now as a music producer. You see, this right here is our new house we bought. That's all fine and nice. And I had to move out of my studio, as you probably know. I got kicked out because they just demolished, or they want to demolish the entire building and put something new there. And I have in my garden like this spot right here that is like not usable. There are too high walls, doesn't look too nice, but it's perfect to basically right here build a studio that is like 6-7 meters by 8. So in theory, that's perfect. I have a space, I can build a studio, but we're living in Germany. That's something that makes everything very, very complicated. Building in Germany on your own property is quite hard. There are a lot of restrictions, and I already talked to some people, even to like the city, and they were like, yeah, in principle you can build there, but you have to meet certain criteria, and those criteria are very expensive ones. For example, this neighbor right here has a cellar. That neighbor doesn't have a cellar. There is like an underground parking. So I have to make sure no one of them is disturbed. And if I dig a hole, none of those buildings get destroyed. So in a nutshell, it will be really expensive and will take at least a year or 2 years. And yes, right now I got a studio that I'm sharing with someone in Cologne, but that's like an hour away, and with traffic, it can be up to 2 hours. That's quite annoying. When I'm inspired, I just want to go into the studio and make something. Wait, I need to take off my shoes, otherwise I'm in trouble. And since I'm sharing it, I can only use it half of the time. And I have a wife right here. She's very lovely most of the time. But home office, home office, it's not good, right?
No, absolutely
good.
not.
You see, absolutely not.
But I heard that you told them you have a great idea.
Yeah.
Whose idea is it?
My idea. I think it's yours. It's like...
I pitched it to you.
Yeah, she pitched it to me. But I think you just want to get rid of me. So yeah, I'm driving a DHL delivery truck. I just bought it. This is so random, but I'll let you know in a bit what I'm trying to do with it in all details. I just need to focus a little because this is actually the biggest I'm allowed to drive with my driving license, and I'm not used to it at all. So here we are, 2.5 tons. Former DHL delivery truck. I never ever thought I'll actually buy something like this, but I was always already forever dreaming about it. It was on my bucket list to have like a mobile studio, because I wish I had like a studio in the forest overlooking hills and valleys, but that's just not possible, way too expensive. And then again, it gets boring over time seeing the same thing. With this right here, I can just go wherever I want and have another view, another environment, drive over to singer-songwriters. But I have to admit, this thing is a piece of shit. It's dirty, there's a lot of stuff broken, but structurally, it's good for the age. So yeah, here we go. This is so good. I told you, it's either the stupidest ever or the smartest ever, because it will probably not be the same as like a multi-million-dollar studio, but I think I can get it really close to a very good studio, although it's so small. Because the thing is, as you know from the previous video, we tested speakers outside. These walls right here are very thin, just 2-4 centimeters, and they're not metal, they're not massive. The bass just goes through, which basically means I will have less bass problems, maybe none. I just need to cut the high frequencies which is quite easy, and everything else should go through. One downside is I can't drive this anywhere where people get annoyed by too loud noises, but if I find like empty forest parking spot with like the forest around me, I can be there and make medium to pretty loud music and no one cares. Even if you walk by, you just think there's a delivery guy chilling and listening to music. And if someone is annoyed, I can just move on. Also the size, I don't know if it comes across in the video, but it's actually big. Like it's still very, very small, but for a mobile studio, this is huge. Over 2 meters wide, over 2 meters high, over 4.5 meters long. You can go directly through to your driving position. I don't know why, but I love it that you don't even have to leave the car. You got like emergency exit on the side, on the back, speaker left, right, in the middle glass, view over whatever you choose. So in theory, it's a good idea, but I can't wait to see how my friends react. I told them I got a new car, and I told them it's yellow and has 2 seats. All of this is true, and they're all thinking like a fast sports car, but it's quite the opposite. But this will be exciting. You know how I said a couple of times it's either genius or the dumbest idea ever? Right now, the dumbest. I know, YouTube, fake drama, this is not it. This is actually really happening right now. I ended the video, I wanted to take off, and now check this out. Keys inside, turning it once, lights go on, waiting a little, it's a diesel, needs a little time, turning it more. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, to be continued.